Hey fam, this is TC, your guiding chariot. Welcome to my channel and to your June prediction video. So excited to get this out for everyone. In this video, in case you are new to my channel, we are going to look at kind of general messages and themes concerning romance, personal development, career, finances, and also kind of overall spirit messages, whatever spirit feels you need to know for the month ahead, for the month of June and through Gemini season. Because this is a general reading, just the nature of general readings, my only ask of you is that you take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Do not try to force these messages. If it doesn't make sense to your situation or you have to forgive too many things for it to make sense, that message just wasn't meant for you. Let that part of the reading go and only take what fits, what feels right, what hits you intuitively, or, basically what makes sense to your circumstances. Because of that, I do recommend that you watch the videos for all of your signs, sun, moon, and rising. Through June, we still have 3 planets that are retro. So Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are still retro through the month of June. So you may want to check out those 3 as well. That might have some extra personal development notes for you, because obviously when these planets are retro, it turns those messages inward versus outward. I think it's actually, I want to say it's it's either right when Sun moves into Cancer, or maybe like a little right before. We also have Neptune going retrograde. So you may even want to watch the video for your Neptune sign. That one might be a little more critical than the other 3, just because that one's happening this month. So it's really starting to teach us that lesson and kind of have us review some things. Just throwing those out there. If you're new to this, I always recommend that you watch your sun and your rising at least. I definitely watch those 2 personally when I'm looking at my own videos online, but do with that information what you will. The main thing is that you're just taking what resonates and leaving behind the rest. Alright? So with that said, let's get started and get to your reading. I'll see you in a sec. Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising people. Welcome to your June prediction video. So as I said, we have some oracle cards here. We're going to use these to take a peek at different aspects of your month, and then we will get your main message from the tarot spread. So first, Spirit, what do we have for Virgo concerning love and relationships for the month ahead? What is going on for Virgo? Whoa, there we go. Came out real fast. Alright, you guys got separation. Prompt reads, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So, first thing that comes to mind isn't necessarily, because this card kind of speaks to physical separation, but I'm not getting that for you guys. I feel like there may be almost like an emotional separation or a spiritual separation, like you're kind of disconnecting for a bit. And honestly, I feel like it's a positive thing. I feel like you guys, it's almost like a boxing match, and you're kind of like, okay, fighters to your corners. Like, you just kind of need a little moment to kind of collect yourself, kind of recenter yourself. Maybe you guys have been dealing with things. And I don't necessarily think it's between the 2 of you. Like, I don't think it's conflict between the 2 of you. But you or your partner, I almost kind of want to say, like, something's going on in your life. It could be work, maybe a family stress or something like that. Something outside of the relationship is going on, and it's creating consequences between the 2 of you. But it's not, your bond isn't in jeopardy. Like, that's not a thing. But I almost feel like you guys need time to your own to sort out your own things, just because it seems like the other is kind of suffering for that. And again, it can go both ways. So you could be suffering for something your partner's going through, and vice versa. But I feel like that's where this separation is coming, just to, like, I have some shit and I just need to figure it out. I don't want to be yelling at you for that, because it's not you, it's this other thing that I'm frustrated with. But that's where I feel this separation is. Like, it's just time to, like, let me sort this out first, and then I'll be right back. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting off of these cards, or that card for you. Because even reading it, I felt like I want to say tension, but it wasn't like anger. It wasn't, it was like just something needs to be dealt with, and someone is having to kind of like get the brunt of something when it's really has nothing to do with you. Oh, there it is. Oh, that one went flying. They're all flying to the same corner though. All right. Look at that, Freya, phases and cycles. Prompt reads, there is a beginning with every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Love that. So, on a personal, especially on a spiritual level for yourself, you are shifting. Anytime you see the moon, we're always talking about cycles. You think about the tides, you think about the season, all these things. How this moon influences these shifts and these changes. So you are going through one such shift. And I think this may even be connected to whatever this stress is, whatever's going on that's causing you to kind of like, I need to sort some stuff out. Whatever that is, I think is part of this. It's whatever phase is working through and wrapping up as you're moving into this fresh new beginning. My tongue right now. But I think through this process, you really are gaining some new understanding. Like, I'm even feeling like the moon card, where you almost get illuminated. Some part of understanding or some part of your psyche is just picking up a new awareness because of this, whatever's going on, whatever this challenge or obstacle is. Like, through it really opens your eyes in a really positive way. It really broadens your perspective and allows you to take in much more understanding. So this, to me, this card, even though it's about shifts and cycles, I feel like it's imparting great wisdom to you. And not just knowledge, but wisdom. Like, this new phase for you is really, it's really one that, I keep wanting to say it's almost like mystical, but it's just that like magical, wise understanding you get. Almost kind of hermit energy in there too. Yes, babe? Sorry, my cat is like on my bed right now. Yeah? You okay? Alright. I feel like we're going to cut this one. Alright, Virgo. What is going on for Virgo concerning work and finances? Nice, easy one. Alright. 6 of Water. 6 of Water. Big nostalgia card. Looking back at the past. Longing for something from your past. I almost want to say present situation, maybe, I don't want to say tense, but it may be challenging, it may not be what you wanted, and you're reminiscing a little bit. I feel kind of a little sentimental energy, wanting to go back to maybe an old job or just remembering how things were in the past and wanting to get back to that place. Longing for possibly even a simpler time. Maybe feeling a little sad about it, like really wishing you could go back somewhere. I don't know if I would recommend it though. Like, even if you had the opportunity to do so, I wouldn't take it if I were you. I really wouldn't. And as because I'm saying that because I'm looking at this card, and this, a lot of times the 6 of Cups is a really positive card because it's like reminiscing and remembering, happy memories. But this, to me, this figure, sometimes she looks like she's in pain or, kind of sorrowful and mournful. And she kind of has a bit of a neutral face. Sometimes she hits me neutral, sometimes she hits me in pain. Like, it's an interesting image for the way it does that. But I almost want to say, even though you're longing for when things were simpler or maybe something changed in your old workplace, and you're like, oh my god, I'd be there now. Maybe it might even be a situation where like I wouldn't have left if it was like that, but when I left it was crazy. honestly, with this card, even though you're looking back and it may look easier and nicer back at that place, or your memories are much happier, however that's relating to you, I honestly, I want to say I wouldn't do it with you or for you. I wouldn't go back to there. Honestly, just because you've become a different person. I think you've really grown, and you've really made strides. And I don't even think this has to do with career. Like, I think you as an individual have grown because of leaving the old place, or maybe having to deal with these current struggles. But you really feel different, is what I'm getting. Like, you kind of don't belong in that space anymore. You're kind of moving towards something bigger and brighter. And I think that's actually better for you than trying to go back. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just looking at these 3 cards, kind of taking them all in. But it's interesting because it feels like you really are moving into another phase. And this may be like your last kind of look back, at what, possibly what is about to get left behind, and probably, maybe feeling a little way about saying goodbye to some of that. But I wouldn't. Honestly, I feel like some kind of big thing is coming. Not necessarily this month, but I think you're just heading in a really kind of positive direction that's really taking you a step up. All right. Spirit, what is the most important message for Virgo to know right now concerning the month of June as you move through Gemini season? All right. So I did something a little different with you guys, Virgo. I did all the cards face up. Before I was doing face up, face down, so we talked about these separately. I don't know why for you guys, I needed to show them all. I know, y'all just need all this info right now, Virgo. All right. So, main line of thought. Very interesting. Mentally, I think you guys are going to be in your head a lot this month. Be aware of that. Just right out the gate. So, here we are, starting off very strong. 6 of Wands. This is awesome. Great card of success. You guys are riding high. You guys are thriving. You're making things happen. Like I said, it feels like you guys are really on your way. You guys are making growth. You're making progressions. You've been on this path. I think this is kind of leftover momentum from last month. I feel like you guys are just kind of on this upswing, which is really, really nice. Mentally, so this is physically, this is externally, this is probably people looking at you from the outside, like, oh my god, he or she's doing great, look at Virgo, doing the most over there, good for them. Internally, it looks like a very different space. And it's funny how opposite these cards are. Like, you have a positive card, followed by 3 really introspective, maybe not so positive cards. And then literally you have 1 not so positive card underneath the positive. And then you have a card of blockage underneath this success. And then under these 3 like introspective kind of shady cards, you have 3 really positive, uplifting cards. Like, are you going to be in conflict with yourself? Is your inner and outer world going to be at odds this month, Virgo? Alright, so you have the 5 of Swords, which is conflict. So I almost wonder if you're going to be dealing with some type of resistance or some type of argument. This could be work, this could be your partner, could be both, I don't know. But it looks like you're dealing with some type of conflict and some type of struggle. You also have the 7 of Swords. And normally this is someone who is trying to manipulate a situation or get away with something. This person's hiding a sword behind their back. They're going to try and take advantage of you when they can. Honestly, with this card, I feel like this is more of an internal fight. This is more of a, this is your inner saboteur trying to get to you, trying to mess with your head. and make you fall victim to what's going on outside. So yes, this could be someone trying to manipulate and trying to, pull the wool over your eyes. I'm not going to knock that. But this to me does feel more internal. This feels like your inner saboteur trying to mess with you. And honestly, that would make you fall and succumb to whatever conflict is going on outside. So this little voice, do not listen to. And I say that because you also have the Hermit card, which is your card, Virgo. So here you are in your reading. But to me, this card is really showing up about finding that guidance and finding your center and really aligning and finding yourself. And I say finding yourself, and I just looked at the card when I said that. I don't know what this is supposed to be at the end of this hallway, but to me it's giving me a mirror. It's almost like you're looking at yourself and really assessing what you're looking at. And almost in a way where you need to find permanence. Because this egoic voice that's just trying to shut you down, this isn't you. This is a separate piece. This isn't your voice speaking. So here is really, I think, where is Virgo? Which voice is Virgo's? I need to listen to that voice, not this one. I don't need to fall prey to these voices either. None of these matter. I need to find Virgo. I need to reconnect with what I'm doing and what continues this momentum, right? So clarifying those cards underneath. So here we have the Nine of Wands falling under the Six of Wands. Nine of Wands usually speaks to a block. Obviously, if it's clarifying the Six of Wands, you are not blocked. So that is not the problem. I think here, with this energy, to me, the Nine of Wands is really talking about standing your ground. Because again, we already know you're facing some type of conflict. So I think this card is really about use this positive energy as your strength. Use that to hold up this resistance and resist the onslaught of whatever this conflict is trying to throw at you. Stay firm and strong. Know that you're powerful. Know that you're successful. Know that you've built these defenses. You've earned your place here. You don't need to deal with this energy. Stand your ground. It's not about you lashing out and fighting back. It's about you standing your ground. Here you have the Queen of Pentacles, a well-manifested energy. This conflict, especially if this is work, and I want to say this is work because we have the Queen of Pentacles here clarifying it, someone is just jealous. They are just looking at you and they're like, oh, you are doing way too good. I am not a fan of this. I need to cut you down. Nope. Be the queen that you are. Sit there on your throne and be like, no, I got this. I got a kingdom to run. I can't deal with your petty jealousies. Take that elsewhere. I got shit to do. Underneath the Seven of Swords, you have the Empress. Beautiful energy. And also this energy is what's shutting this little voice up. This is heavy earth energy. So again, you're showing up in your reading. But Empress, Venus, abundance, life-giving, fulfilled, comfort. This measly little Seven of Swords can't come for the Empress. Not at all. Not at all. This is your inner Virgo trumping this inner saboteur. No, I don't need to listen to this voice. And look at that. Hermit. I'm going to show you both of these together because I love how they mirror each other. The Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords. The Four of Wands here with these square panels. You have this same square panel. You have all these squares in this hallway. Stable, grounded, secure, strong. The guidance you're getting from your intuition with this Hermit card is finding and showing you your stability, your roots, where you are strongest, literally highlighting your foundation, what you've built this whole journey on, what you yourself are grounded and rooted in. Super, super positive message. So, again, inner and outer worlds might be at conflict, might be at odds. Remember your success. Remember who you are. That's a big thing here. I really think you've been going through all these shifts. I feel like this is really getting to know the new Virgo. This Virgo you've become and grown into. It's really about meeting this new person face to face and recognizing, oh my God, that's me. I've done all these things. I did all that. I built this new version of myself. How amazing. It's almost like getting acquainted with all these new capabilities and powers you have, and realizing they're all yours. You did that. You found all this strength and these abilities and this power. It looks like someone, probably work, someone is trying to take that away or hide that fact. You are not going to let them dim your light. You could, but I don't want you, and I know you don't want you, so you're not going to do that. Remember who you are. I feel like the Lion King, like when this is like Mufasa is talking to Simba. Remember, like the part in the sky when he's like all stars and stuff. Like, oh, Virgo, remember who you are. Ooh, honestly, I don't feel major shifts just yet. I feel like you've gone through shifts, and now you're at a place where you're really getting to know who you've become and how you've shifted and morphed into this new version, and we're getting acquainted with you. I almost want to say maybe in Cancer season, maybe in Leo season. I want to say it's Leo season. Anyway, I feel like coming up, maybe even your own season. Maybe that's why Hermit's coming up. Maybe in your own season, I think big things are coming, Virgo. So this moment is really about figuring out who you are now, what superpowers you have, so by the time we get to those big shifts, you are ready to take it on. Big things coming. But figure out and remember who you are, Virgo. All right, my loves, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you, as always. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. Thank you for all the support, the loves, the likes, the subscriptions. Definitely, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe bell and the notification bell. As always, if you have anything to share with me, or want to share how this is resonating for you, hit me up in the comment section down below. You can also DM me privately on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. And if you want to book a private session with me, all that info will be in the description box down below. Take care, Virgo, and I will see you in your next video. Bye.